Let's talk about an all-new Mac that might be coming our way, Lewis. It looks like Apple is working on a brand new Mac model that we haven't seen yet. And reading through these specs here, at least a little bit that we have, you know what? I think I'm on board with this, Lewis. I think I might actually want one of these. This actually might be the perfect notebook for me at this point in my life.
Yeah, this is a thing we were talking about last week, right?
Yeah,
this
we just casually mentioned
kind of
it
an
last
update.
week.
Yeah, and so piling upon this, this week, Ming-Chi Kuo, once again.
Tweet storm.
Yeah, he only got onto Twitter not that long ago, and man, he's taken to
what?
it like a
is
swan.
that what it is? Because I was thinking I don't feel like I ever even knew that he was on Twitter.
No,
and now
he's
so
a
he
recent
just joined.
addition. Yeah. He used to be all this information just came through his emails that he sent out there. These like reports, right, that he would send to subscribers of his company, and also that.
Gotcha. Okay.
And those are really in depth, right, long and hard to understand. But
you know what he should
now
do?
He's become a tweeter.
I do like that he's on Twitter. I think what he should do is create like a weekly, like a digital newspaper type of a thing, where you sign up for it and he sends it to you. He just sends you his thoughts, and he can give it like a really cool title, like it has to be related to technology. I got it. Churned on with Ming-Chi Kuo. How do you like that?
Churned on?
Yeah, churned on. Like when you turn on your TV, turn on your iPhone, right? Churned on with Ming-Chi Kuo. How you like that?
Yeah, sure.
That's a freebie, Ming-Chi Kuo. You can have that. Sorry. Back to the story, Lewis.
So this rumored 15-inch version of the MacBook Pro that they're supposedly working on, Ming-Chi Kuo says that he predicts mass production of this larger laptop is going to begin in late 2023. So, put on your waiting pants. But he says it, quote, might not be called MacBook Air.
Yeah, it's going to be a completely different Mac.
Is it?
Well, if it's not a MacBook Air, yeah.
Maybe they're just getting tired of using that name.
Oh, I don't think they're going to get rid of the MacBook Air. I think that what they'll probably do is have the MacBook Air be the smaller ones. And then this is going to be like the larger, bigger brother of the MacBook Air, and maybe even have some better features or something. I'm just, thinking out loud here.
MacBook Air Max, MacBook Hindenburg. What would they call it?
The MacBook Hindenburg. As we have, as we've already said before, that would actually be a really cool feature. Like they actually put some kind of floating agent in there to make it light as air. That's actually genius. I don't know why no one's ever thought about that before. No, maybe they'll just call it the MacBook. Bring back the MacBook or some other completely new model. I mean, we got the Mac Studio. Apple's clearly on the innovation warpath. They want to come out with things that you've never seen before. So maybe this will be an entirely new thing. I mean, if they're not going to use the name MacBook Air, it kind of leads me to believe that it might be different than the MacBook Air. It's not going to be the same, because otherwise, if it were going to be the MacBook Air but larger, then they would probably just do what you just said, the MacBook Air Max, right? Because it's bigger.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've always been a little bit baffled by the name Air and how it fits into the lineup. iPad Air, iPad Pro. I mean, it just means what? What does it mean in the MacBook line now, since there is no regular MacBook?
Well, they could go back to MacBook, but the MacBook is kind of confusing now because they had a MacBook for a while and it was pretty much exactly like the Air. So it was like...
it's all odd.
Yeah, it's all weird. The MacBook Air, the Air moniker is a great piece of branding, though, which is why I think they continue using it. But regardless of what they end up calling this, now that I have the Mac Studio, well, I don't have it, you know what I'm saying? But now that
it's delayed, right? It
is delayed until a future date. Where is my Mac Studio? Well, it's been delayed. Did you not see the email we sent you? It's been delayed. When is it coming? Well, when it's not delayed, you'll have it.
Once the delay has been overcome.
Remediated, yeah. we'll make sure we get it to you once the delay has been completed. That's like the status of half my orders now, especially with Amazon. It's like stuff just doesn't show up anymore. It's like Amazon Prime. I'm going on a tangent. Never mind. Yeah, so I would love to have a laptop. I don't need a MacBook Pro anymore because I'm going to have the Pro power, right, of the Mac Studio. So I just want something light and portable, but I don't love that the Air has such a small screen. So I really would love if they came up with something bigger. And one of the things I think we should also mention is Ross Young who has been pretty accurate as far as his predictions. He's the CEO of Display Chain Consultants. He reported on a 15-inch MacBook Air a while ago, and he was also saying that the MacBook Air refresh is going to increase the size of the display of the regular MacBook Air. So going from 13.3 inches to 13.6 inches. And he also says don't expect it to use mini LED technology like the newest MacBook Pro models, which isn't surprising at all considering they're not even putting that technology inside the $1,600 Apple Studio display. That technology seems to oddly only be reserved for the MacBook Pro or the $5,000 Pro XDR display, which is kind of a major bummer because it's so much better, so much superior to the technology that's the regular LED backlight that we have now for the displays that we have for the for the iPad Air and for the $1,600 Apple Studio display.